Imagine just everything that makes you you.
Mm.
Your name, your past, even your hair.
Gone. Just stripped away. Brutally.
Yeah. What's even left after that?
And that's really, the raw nerve of the film we're diving into today.
Welcome back, everyone.
We are stepping right into Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket.
Right. And our mission basically is to unpack what this film really shows us about dehumanization.
That intense process, turning men into, weapons. Tools.
It's definitely not your standard war movie. Kubrick looks at the whole military machine, the run-up to war.
It's more like an assembly line, isn't it? Less heroics, more process.
Exactly. And the film's famously split. It traces that whole transformation.
That first part, Parris Island. That's the forge, as you called it earlier.
Yeah, the forge, where they deliberately take people apart. Shaved heads, names gone.
Replaced with insults. Numbers. Just constant grinding humiliation. Abuse, verbal and physical.
All designed to shatter you. Break down that individuality.
And running that whole show, Sergeant Hartman. He is the absolute hammer in that forge.
The central figure. It's amazing how much Arlie or me, being a real drill sergeant.
Oh, yeah. The improvisation adds this, terrifying authenticity. He's not just teaching marksmanship.
No, he's erasing them. Who they were before they walked in.
The goal isn't really about strategy or tactics at that stage.
It's breaking wills.
Yeah.
Pure and simple. Forcing absolute unthinking obedience.
Uniformity. That's the aim. Any spark of individuality is just weakness to be stamped out.
And the most heartbreaking example of this is Private Pyle.
Yeah, he's just this fragile guy who cannot fit that rigid, brutal mold.
His whole journey is just this tragic display of what happens when the system hits someone who just can't conform.
That final bathroom scene, God, it's horrific.
It's the culmination, isn't it? The weapon they tried to create turns on itself and on its maker.
It shows the sheer destructive potential of that process before they even get near a battlefield.
And then the film just shifts gears completely, drops us right into Vietnam.
But again, it's not about traditional heroism or noble sacrifice.
No, it's chaos.
Yeah.
Absurdity. Destroyed landscapes, you barely see the enemy.
Just random, senseless violence seems to erupt. Constant, invisible danger.
And our guide through this is Joker, the correspondent. He tries to keep this ironic distance.
Right, his helmet says it all, doesn't it? Born to kill right next to a peace symbol.
He even says it, the duality of man.
Uh-huh. But what's really interesting is how the film shows that even that distance, his irony, it gets tested, it gets eroded by the reality of it all.
You can't stay detached in that kind of environment forever.
Scenes like the sniper sequence really hammer that home.
Oh, yeah. The loss of innocence is just visceral. And the violence is so indiscriminate.
And the sniper turns out to be a child. A young girl.
It's just a punch to the gut. Destroys any easy ideas about heroes and villains.
And Kubrick leaves us with that image, that sound. It really sticks with you.
The soldiers marching through the burning ruins.
Singing the Mickey Mouse Club march. That contrast between the innocent tune and the absolute devastation.
It perfectly captures that loss of innocence, the enduring effects of the whole dehumanizing process.
And even Kubrick's style, the way he shoots it.
Yeah, that cold precision. Long takes, symmetrical shots.
It feels like you're watching a machine at work, not a human story sometimes. Very clinical.
Almost industrial, which is such a stark contrast to, the shaky cam chaos you expect in war films.
Right. And the music, too. Often completely at odds with what's happening on screen.
Creates this really unsettling feeling. Highlights the absurdity.
So, okay, wrapping this up. What's the big takeaway from this deep dive?
I think Full Metal Jacket works like a distorted mirror.
Yeah. It's not just about Vietnam. It reflects any system, really any institution.
That treats people like objects, like projectiles, as the film suggests, parts to be used up.
It's a really powerful, unflinching look at how those systems can just annihilate individuality.
Yeah.
Mold people for, destructive purposes.
It really strips away the heroic myths and forces you, the viewer, to confront the brutal reality. Training, combat, the whole thing.
Kubrick isn't telling you what to think. He just shows you the ugliness, the dehumanization.
In meticulous detail.
Yeah.
And leaves you to grapple with it.
Which kind of leads to a final thought for you to chew on.
Yeah.
If the film presents making soldiers as this dehumanizing process, what does that suggest about the cost of conformity elsewhere?
Not just in war.
Right. In any system, a company, politics, even just social groups that demands you shut up, follow orders, and sacrifice who you are, what's the cost there?